I want to really thank everybody, all of you, for being here, for making the journey down to DC to be with us for the entire day. I want to thank those of you who are sticking around for a weekend to hack code with us and all of the tutorials tomorrow. We're going to have a good time there. The intention here is just to think about how we could recap what we've done today. And many of you might know, some of you don't, that my life has taken a big change in my journey. This year, we welcomed our baby daughter, Catherine, into the world. She's 9 months as of yesterday. And that's certainly changed my perspective about what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's no longer just numbers in a data set, but it's really about people and patients and how we can actually change the lives of individuals by providing them real-world evidence. And in my experience, I actually needed real-world evidence to make informed decisions, and I was able to do that because of what we've put together in Odyssey. I'm not going to talk about that, but I just want to frame a perspective of this is not just math and statistics and pretty pictures. Catherine has been a joy in my life. She has, I'm looking so forward to teaching her all different things. I can tell you right now she's not very good at statistical programming. I try to get her to write SQL, but it's just not working right now. But one of the things she has taught me in those last 9 months is that every good day ends with a story. So I figured since, show of hands, everybody's had a good day? Most everybody's had a good day? Good. So I figured that we would recap the day with a little story. So everybody knows Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You'll Go. I figured we'd just make a little bit of augmentation to that. Oh, the Places We'll Go. Congratulations. Today is our day. We're off to great places. We're off and away. We have brains in our heads. We have evidence to teach. We can steer ourselves to any destination we may reach. We're out on our own. We know what we know. And we are the guys and gals who will decide where to go. We'll look up and down methods, look them over with care. About some we will say, I don't choose to go there. With our head full of brains and our hands full of data, we're too smart to chase down unevaluated betas. And we may not find any epi studies we believe. In that case, of course, we'll head straight for an RCT. It's observational data we have barely touched. With so much potential, we can learn so much. Here in these data, patients have voices. They tell us what's happened. We learn from their choices. What happened to them? What will happen to me? What effects will be caused if I'm not exposure-free? It's these questions we have and their answers we seek. But sometimes what we find can seem rather bleak. We all try our darndest to gin up responses, but sometimes it feels like we're spewing up nonsense. Despite the brightest of minds and the best of intentions, why do we keep giving patients confusing answers to straightforward questions? Bias and errors can happen, and frequently do, even to people as brainy and empirical as you. But when these things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Calibration will guide you to know what to do. Oh, the places we'll go. We'll research new methods, develop best practice. We won't let distractions or distractors distract us. When we know the approach that makes the most sense, we'll build open source software to make it immense. With the community collaborating, each having a say, we'll generate evidence the Odyssey way, large scale. If you're new to the community, don't worry, don't fret. You won't lag behind, we'll bring you along. To standardize data, to study disease, to hack open source software, to estimate risks in a breeze. You'll be left in the dust if you stay all alone, because together we'll do things you can't do on your own, like collaborating on best practices, standards, and rules, and sharing in the design of open source tools. You'll generate evidence that can actually be trusted by comparing with others to see it's not busted. You'll evaluate your evidence to know it's reliable, and you'll disseminate openly to be verifiable. These steps are a process that can be well defined, a reproducible science, if you all don't mind. We'll be tempted to keep doing things as it's been done, because changing behavior is never fun. But there's danger to keeping the status quo, because we now know we don't know what we thought we had known. Publication bias and p-hacking has caused quite a pickle. No wonder reviewers can be so darn fickle. There's a different path forward that we can now take, one outlined by Shumi and Peter Reinbeck. For reliable evidence generation to work and succeed, openness and transparency must be our common creed. Sharing your protocol, posting your code, reproducible in every step of the workflow. For evidence generated to be any good, we need evidence evaluation to check under the hood. Discrimination is naughty, except in statistics, when parsing signal from noise makes a fine operating characteristic. So show me you find things that need to be found. Show me your evidence match truth on the ground. Use negative controls to show me your bias, and I'll show you someone doing observational data science. And patients are waiting to know what happened to others, waiting to know what will happen to me, waiting to know what causes what, waiting for evidence to get them out of their rut. Patients are waiting for us to do what needs to be done, to transform our data and get on the run, to stop doing studies one at a time, and start turning around evidence right on a dime. Somehow we must escape all this waiting and staying and find a new music we can all feel like playing. Happy birthday, Rich. A large-scale approach based in open science. Together we're all stronger as an OHDSI alliance. And will we succeed? Yes, we will indeed. We know it now clearly with 0.95 AUC. Together, we'll move mountains of evidence. So be your name Wojciech or Adler or Feeney, or Christian Reich or Michael Matheny, or Schilling or Schumi or Scharfman or Shah, or Ripsack or Reinbeck, whoever you are. We're off to great places. Today is our day. Our mountain is waiting, so let's get on our way. So with that, I would like to just make a few thank yous. I want to thank again. So I want to thank again the support from PCORI and the Eugene Washington Engagement Award. I want to thank again all of our sponsors who made this wonderful event happen, and the fact that we could all get together for 2 days to share and collaborate in person is really a great treat that I hope we can continue with all your generous support. I want to thank also the exhibitors. This is the first time that we were able to broaden the community and have extra participation, so I hope you all enjoyed that. Tomorrow, for those of you who didn't get to sign up for it, we have 5 tutorials that are going on. I want to thank the faculty who are all participating in this. We've got some of the best people in the world giving classes that are basically going through how to do OHDSI from step A to Z, and we are really excited that all of these people have contributed their own time to develop really top-notch material to share with all of you, and through the generous support of our sponsors, all of this will be made videotaped and made publicly available. I also want to thank the OHDSI Organizing Committee. There's a lot of people who went into putting this event together. Too many to actually get all of the pictures on, so apologize for that. But I do want to recognize that we had a lot of people to put together what I thought was a really wonderful day today. I also want to just thank all the other OHDSI collaborators. There is so much work that happens across the community at various organizations. You know, we talked a lot today about, for example, the OHDSI.org and all of the tools, and there's people behind that are making that happen. Lee Evans works with us tirelessly to keep all of our systems up and running. Nick and the OHDSI team is keeping the vocabulary going, so when people are posting random questions about why they can't download a vocabulary, and they seem to get an answer in like less than 24 hours, it's because there's an entire team tirelessly working to help this out. There's people who are doing this not because they're getting paid, but because they believe that it's the right thing to do, and it's how they want to spend their energy, and I really appreciate all of you who are making those contributions. Most importantly, I want to thank Maura. Most of you know that I'm pretty crazy and set unrealistic expectations about everything that I do, and somehow Maura has joined the journey and not only got on board, but is actually dragging us forward into this new space. And without Maura's support, we absolutely, certainly logistically wouldn't be here, but I can't even imagine where the entire community would be without Maura. So thank you very much. And with that, today's symposium is adjourned. I want to thank you all for being here. All right, in March, we are going to have an OHDSI collaborator meeting at Georgia Tech. We're still working on the final days, but if those are interested, it's not going to be one of these symposiums. We're all going to roll up our sleeves and actually hack some code to do some work, and we are encouraging everybody who's part of the collaboration to come join us, and thank you to John for hosting that. We'll be looking for other opportunities to engage with all of you at various regular intervals. So with that, we are done. Thank you so much for all being here, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.